Alright.
Scanning ahead.
No, I don't get to smoke first round.
Alright, just take a second. Slow down.
No,
Right?
I don't get to
You're
smoke
fine.
first round.
He's got his bow out. I don't know why he's got his bow out. This is gold. But when you see that, take your first few shots he's jumping. Take your time, right? The faster you shoot, if he doesn't have his gun out, he can't kill you, right? You missing that many shots gave him the chance to kill you. So, like, when the enemy is unable to fight you, often it's much better to take a second, line up your shot, and kill them first before you give them a chance to pull out their gun and kill you. Okay, alright. We know there are going to be enemies right here, right? I love the Boombot here. Boombot's great. Pushes them out, gives us space, but we can't be swinging with the utility out in our hands. We pull the Boombot out while we're safe behind a cover, and then we jiggle over here. We just jiggle and toss it. But you kind of coming across and swinging is giving them a really good chance to kill you there, and you want to eliminate that chance. You're ignoring. Don't ignore the enemy. One thing I can say is try and get it a little bit deeper into heaven instead of bouncing off the right side, see if you can throw it into the left side, because this is going to cut off their retreat option, that nade, and force them over into peeking, / onto this side where we can wall them more easily, / take the duel with them. So oftentimes what you want to do with utility is not only do you want to use it to damage them, but you also want to cut off their retreat path so that they're forced to fight you. You know, this is why throwing it in corners works so well, because they can't stay in the corner. There's no other direction for them to go. So not only be thinking about, oh, I'm doing damage with my utility, but think, how is this going to change the enemy's movement? Where is it going to force them to go? And so that really is what the purpose of the utility is to manipulate the space, not necessarily the damage.
Oh, I'm bad.
So I was just like, we're ready for them to drop here. We know that both of them are there, so like kind of looking at the floor here and looking long, not the move. Get ready for the drop, because that's what's happening. You know, I would be ready for them to appear in this ish area because they usually like to drop down here, and so crosshair placed head height right in here is gonna get you the most value.
One enemy remaining.
Perfect. We don't have to take a fight. If he wants to save, we'll let him save. Yeah, all right. Back out. Keep your ghost. Don't turn your back just in case he's trying to get the pick. Perfect. Get around.
I guess MC long.
Okay, round 2, after we win round 1, always heavy armor, no matter what. We get a lot more value out of heavy armor into eco weapons. You almost always buy yourself a guaranteed body shot extra. There's a lot of headshots that you live that you wouldn't otherwise. And it just generally makes you a lot more immune to chip damage. You know, if you get hit by like a couple of leg shots or like you catch a little bit of a Phoenix Molly, that heavy shield is going to allow you to live for a lot longer. The only time we don't buy a heavy shield is if we already have a full light shield for round 1, or if like we're Reyna and we're going for a rifle light shield, which I don't particularly recommend, but it's at least doable. But utility, good idea, but we want to get the heavy shield. It's also fine that you save the ghost and don't upgrade here. I am totally cool with that, because then we split the buy across our team, and now if one of the people with a gun dies, you get to pick up that gun and continue the round.
Dead.
Reloading.
Oh, how did I?
Cover
What?
going out.
Oh, I got the assist on it.
Cover going out.
Go get him.
I mean, you could have tried to wall her there. Yeah, like, we saw her get pinged, we know she's right there. Let's just go for the, like, you can at least try to wall, go for the free kill. There's a number of things you could have done. 2. Let's spray. There's no reason not to spray the shit out of that smoke. We know that 1 is CT, right here, and we know that 2 are right here. So we'll take the peek where we're not peeking CT, and just spray through this smoke. I guarantee you get a kill without taking damage. You've got a high fire rate weapon that's suppressed so they can't see your tracers. Just indiscriminate fire down there, and you're going to do damage or get a kill.
One enemy remaining.
Perfect. Don't reload while you're peeking CT right there. She could have swung you. Also, get the plant. What plant gives your entire team 1,500 credits. 300, 300, 300, 300, 300. Right? That's extra utility. That's maybe you get an op on your jet. It also gives you an ult point. We want to be farming Showstopper. It's one of the strongest ults in the game. We love to be able to enter with Raze ult.
You should.
There.
You
Perfect. Great bonus. Perfect. And this is where you just wait for a second for your team to come in and then just double satchel in. Take that space. All right, too early, right? Look where our team is. You are the entry, yes, but we've got 4 players here and 1 player here. What happens if you die here? What happens if they're playing a weird angle? What happens if you get swung with utility, right? As a duelist, your goal is to entry, but that space needs to be supported. Space is useless if your team can't take it. What if you end up taking this space, but now they have to contend with this person here that you can't help with? You know, you want to make sure that the actions you're taking, especially as an entry, are with your team, which is why satcheling is so strong, because you immediately take all of the space onto site that your team could follow right up with, and you're difficult to be killed because you're moving very fast at an irregular angle. Yep, move on. Perfect. Ooh. Again, no one to help you there. Toss a nade over and peek. You know, put your boom by garage. Wait for the team to come convert, but no one can trade you here. You're just giving them a free kill. Oh gosh, your mic is fucking well. Okay. Omen is a little bit mentally deficient. I'm just gonna skip past your react. You could have won that round. That round was a free win if you had played with your team and taken the space there. Alright. We're not gonna try and go for an op pick early A and then rush site. We need to get value out of the op, and your jet isn't going to be able to do it. This is a space where we back off in default, right? Especially if you've got an op on your team, rushes aren't great because you've lost a member of your duelist who can entry. Right? It's far better for us to spread around the map, try and control the orbs, look for a pick mid, move it over, look for a pick A. Like we can kind of bounce around the map. We still have 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. That's plenty of time to figure out something to do. But this rush is telegraphed. The enemies are now going to come in and rotate, and we're going to be missing an entry to push in. And like, she's not. What, was she going to be able to hold heaven? Okay, so what? We can just smoke it. It's not that big a deal. We're losing a lot of the value on the op, and we're giving away our play really fast.
Nice.
Oh, you don't have to check that. It's got the pipe on it. Cool. I recommend quick peeking those. God damn it.
Oh, he already smoked it.
I would prefer that we throw that over to the right so that we make sure we clear right here first, because then it'll bounce and go over. But when you do it right here, you're at risk for someone playing the off angle. You know, and even if it's a low chance, it's a chance.
Oh.
You can't wall that.
One enemy remaining.
It's kind of hard to see through the smoke, but
Nice.
it ended up working out now.
Get out of my
We should be
way.
4-0 right now, though.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Shadows traveling. Cover going out. Stealing sight.
Come and grab one.
One's on site.
Again, like, just no reason not to check that with your boom bot. That's fine. You're not able to take that peek from that angle. You can't see where she is.
One enemy
Also,
remaining.
no reason for you to be jiggling this. We've got 2 players who are holding that. Your job is to hold it with them. We're dominating here, so I'm just gonna skip through.
Got a ghost. Oh, I'm bad.
Enemy spotted C.
Revealing area.
Nade it. No, we know where she is. Yeah. You got the kill, but you took down. No reason, right? Force her to take that peek, so you know exactly when she's gonna take it. Nade it. Force her out. Then if you get the kill, you're gonna be 1 step to recharging anyway. Yeah, no, check right there. We know left is clear. No way they're playing 2 left there.
Come and grab one.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Get out. Ooh. I wouldn't have taken that peek anyway, but yeah, once you do, definitely get out.
Bomb buddy out.
Perfect. Yeah. Save that nade for when you know they're actually pushing out.
No.
One enemy
Nice.
remaining.
Good. Very good job checking the flank.
I'm going to a garage.
You threw that into the cubby. Try not to I don't mind throwing the nade there. Also, make sure you grab, like, grabbing the op here is totally fine. Like that's gonna, you have a guaranteed angle against one person. I want the knife, I guess. Oh, get up.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Revealing area.
Good. Crosshair placement's not atrocious. Oh, okay, good recovery. Back off, get healed. Back off, get healed. We wanna farm and heal as quickly as possible. Yeah, that's your job to kill. Look where we're looking here. All right, that's fine. We're kind of, you know, surveying site. We don't have to upgrade crosshair placement here. Why are we looking here? All right, there's at this point, it's pointless to look here because if they were there, they would have already killed us. So we might as well have good crosshair placement. You could have killed that sage.
Enemy spotted A. Bomb buddy out.
Nowhere to run! Shot down. Reloading.
Once again, we've oh, okay. Why? It's a 4v2. We've got spike down. We've got good positions. In the position you're at, you're not really doing anything. We've already got people watching heaven. You should be ready to watch the flank, honestly. Like the second that you see this wall is breaking, like this is where you should be. But there's no point in ulting. This round is a guaranteed one as long as we don't make any mistakes. And that ult is going to be a lot more effective in a lot of other potential situations. You know, might as well stay to get a free pick on an entry. And now, like, because you wanted the kill, now the round is losable, where it wasn't before.
Last player standing.
Yeah.
I hit him with
Again, like, both of the rounds that we have now lost, not necessarily single-handedly your fault, but through proper gameplay of your own, you would have won. Right, see, the only 2 times you've died have been times that lost us the round.
Oh my. Like, and then all I have to do is disconnect and rejoin.
Standing ahead.
Like,
We didn't even get any value out of the ult.
it's weird.
Alright, we hear that, we gotta be wary.
Lines wrong.
Good. Perfect. Right, cutting yourself off from these angles, making sure she can't get value on these angles. Ow. Again, we don't have to come A here. Give a minute. You were so careful of it. You knew it was happening. Why are we... Don't peek the angle that we know she's on when we're reloading. Okay, your sage is
Spike
blind.
down A.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Again, maybe not solo lost that round, but could have easily not let that the jet snowball like that. Nope, yep, just back off. Perfect. Good. Perfect. Perfect. Good.
They're all lined up like fish in a barrel right there.
How? Did we just not have... Oh, we didn't have any... Okay. This is your team. This one's not your fault. We had absolutely no mid-control there. That's not your fault. That was like, what? Oh, man. We're just throwing rounds left and right.
Reloading.
Blocking sight.
Also, sorry if the recording is blurry, not because my it's like I'm on a 1440p monitor at 720p, so it's gonna still look a little pixelated. We're so predictable. When are we going B, right? When are we defaulting? You know, when are we making a garage play? Right now we've done rush A, rush C. That's going to tell them, hey, we stack A, we stack C, or we get to get aggressive mid. Don't be predictable. Mix up your plays. Default a little bit. Bait them. Get their utility out. Look for picks. Doing the same thing over and over and over again is just asking to get read and killed. This was such a free round.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Nope, nope, not your job. No, if you're suited for this lurk mid, you're continuing to stay mid.
No.
Right, your team is if your team is going C right here, they don't need you. If they are going into C right now, you're useless coming here. If they aren't going into C right now, then you're wasting time off of the map rotating to C. Either way, your job is to stay mid right here, right? Because that's going to give you a chance to not let them come and rotate through garage. It's going to give you a chance to contest garage. Oh, sorry, it's getting a little bit fucking cluttered. All of these also turn centered on map off and turn map rotates off. That's going to allow you to see the whole map a lot more clearly and make better decisions, especially on defense. I think it's the most prevalent on defense. If you're on A, you can't see C.
Spike carriers down.
Like what value are you providing here?
Last player
Your team did all die, but you were useless. Or you might have been able to get something done mid, or told them to back off, been like, hey, this is your comms, like, hey, don't push in yet. I'm gonna lurk mid. I'm gonna see if I can get something mid. If I can't get something mid, if we can't get a pick right here, let's not push in. We pushed in without the ability to push in. You can see where we all died. Like nobody was really able to play with each other. Die, death, 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 death. All of these happen separately. Play in and around the team. It's very strong.
I love you.
Last round.
Revealing area.
Yes, what's it to say? Because we all know you're the one who's gonna say something crazy.
Yep, that's
Get
me.
out of my way.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. We cross it. No knife. When are enemies most likely to swing after you kill an enemy?
Spike carriers down.
Right, if you kill one of their teammates, they're going to swing you.
Mid.
Knife is not out.
Bye. Bye.
Just, first of all, we are all the way left here so we can get as wide as possible, right? Early, like, you are moving here, so this angle, you get as much time as possible. And then you're putting your crosshair, look, head height, right here, as he walks through. All right, let's go through this frame by frame. Oh wait, I've got to click on the video first. Frame by frame, right? Look at your crosshair. Look at this flick that you have to make. That's not a nice flick, right? Look, like, and now also you had a perfect lineup for where his head should be, right? If you were right here, that's the freest kill of all time, So make sure that, like, especially if like you've got us over something that's giving you active live crosshair updates, like we need to keep a head height, and we need to make sure that like we're ready to get the kill there, because like what a free kill that we missed. And now you no longer have the ability to like.
Are you recording the game?
And all the audio.
Weird of a nade.
So.
For what?
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, you got right. Yeah, might as well go for it.
Just feeling recording some games.
Wait, who's doing it? You Queen or is it Dennis?
Dennis.
Okay.
All right. So you're planning on already
What's up?
Switching
next
sides.
summer. You're planning on like going to school in the valley, right? Like, yeah.
I want a personal desk with my plaque.
So I went back. All right. I will.
Okay. Nope. Nope.
I expect
No.
it to happen though.
Great peek. Right. First of all, not head height. Right. Look, head height is right here, right above. Kick it up.
All right.
Right.
I will.
Great pre-fires. The second you see multiple people swinging, you're gone. You are leaving the peak, because it is far more important that you stay. Look, we know there are 3. There are probably 5. They're probably rushing. They've got 3 duelists. It's a good idea for them to rush. You know what really sucks when you're rushing? Something like, I don't know, raise utility, slowing you down and stopping you and allowing the team time to rotate and stop the rush. You know what you can't use if you're dead? Utility. You know what you can't do if you're dead? Contest a push. It is way more important that you stay alive here. Even if you were to go 1 for 1 here, not worth it. Way more worth it for you to stay alive be useful to your team and get value.
What name is on the plaque? Tyler, or is your tire?
Local.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's C.
Yep. Nope. Just rotate. If you hear, oh, it's C, go. Nope. Go. It's an eco round. Right? We're more willing to maintain map control on a non-eco round where, you know, they could be faking, but like, we like to take gambles when we're behind. When we've got a disadvantage, we way more like to do something like gamble a quick rotate.
Satchel out.
Spike planted.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
If we're gonna use our satchel to break it, why aren't we breaking it? Our team is coming through garage. Like, we need to be coming with them.
Immediately to the right. Oh man.
Again, and now two of us died. No, what are you doing? Like, look, you've got your teammates who are pushing in, and you're abandoning them.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
He's got ult, careful. Damn. I mean, that was a hard duel for you to win in the first place. I think because he has ult, you can't hold there. You just have to swing. I know he didn't use it. Maybe he didn't know he had it. But like, it's Phoenix who has a molly. He's got ult. I think you just tap and push because he's not gonna expect you to do that, right? He's gonna expect you to maybe hold the half, maybe tap and hold. But like, you just need to get aggressive here, especially because you got a Spectre. You can get up in his face really quickly. Like Spectre versus Sheriff, that's what you want to do. You know, play to your weapons range, play to his weapons range. It's hard when like someone's running in on you with a high fire rate weapon to respond to that with a Sheriff. You know, that's going to be difficult to contend with. But the real issue here wasn't even that. It's like you didn't push in with your team. Like 4 of them all died, and you were still sitting back in your spawn. You know, don't be here. Be like, put that fucking satchel, wait, destroy wall, run out, throw your nades, like get in their face. Like, it's a lot harder to contend with multiple people than it is to contend with one person at a time. They have to worry about more angles. They have to worry about more people to fight. You know, your health matters more because every second that you're taking damage, your teammates aren't. Perfect.
Spike down A.
Jet anchor, jet.
Actually, let me go back and look at your money. Okay. Here. Ugh. I prefer be by rifle light armor here. Your team is full buying, and Spectre light armor is like you're not going to be able to buy next round. Like, you're saving next round anyway. So why don't we just hard save next round and have a much better buy this round?
Spike down A.
Jet anchor, jet.
Go get him.
Good.
There.
No, push up. Push your ass up. You got a Spectre. Don't play the long angle. Like, you're in a 5v3. You want that gun. Push on her ass. Like, it's like, again, we're taking risks when we're on eco and stuff like that. Like, so what if you die here? So, God, swing on her, please.
They're on B, planting B.
Stealing sight.
Spike planted.
Shut down.
Okay, I really want us to be doing one of the. Oh, fuck, man, that sucks. I really would have. You just should have gone. You just should have gone to help your team. Like, flanks are really nice when they give us information, but like, you're separated from your team here. You've got no information on where they're playing. You're not able to help them properly. It's like the hesitation is killing me. Just like, go fight them. If you don't fight them, go back off and rotate. You know, it's like you're flanking is really good for getting map control, so that we're up here and our teammates who are A can rotate off. But we're taking ourselves off the map for a really long time, and like, I know that it sucks that he's in the spawn and one-shot you, but that's the kind of risk you put up with instead of just playing with your team and going in and playing retake. Like, we had numbers advantage on a buy round on retake. Like, we totally could have won this round, and now it's going to be hard.
Last player standing.
No.
You had so many opportunities to do something this round, and you were scared of all of them, and ended up making no impact.
Satchel out.
And like, look, we're 4 rounds into the fucking half, and you haven't had a rifle yet. That's not good. And you're probably not gonna have a rifle next round either, unless you win. Like we're putting ourselves deeper into an economic hole. Just like you should have just bought the bullet and gotten a rifle. You know, round 3 is the buy round. If you lose first 2 rounds, round 3 you're buying out. If you want to get a ghost and utility round 2, then you get a light armor, whatever. That's fine. You're taking the risk. You really should have won round 2. You should have won round 3, and like you should have a rifle now. And the whole the whole
Spike down
timing
A.
of this round would be different. Okay, nope, not peeking that without boombot. That's what boombot's for.
Last player standing.
Push. 1v3. Nope. Push. Push. Where's the spot they're going to least expect you? Freaking right here. Right where they're trying to get to bomb. Right? That's going to allow you to get a kill, reposition, now it's a 1v2. Right? Your goal is to be unexpected, reposition. Unexpected, oh, god damn it. You don't have the ability to hold the spike anymore, because it's a 1v3, you've got no chance of holding a spike. This round is winnable. But not if you stagnate. Also, crosshair is low. Yeah, it's like you're just asking yourself for that to happen. You make the play, right? When the control is in your hands, keep the control in your hands. Fucking, when you have agency in a game, don't let the enemies dictate the fight. You get to dictate the fight. You know, there are sometimes when we can't dictate the fight, like when the enemies have control and the enemies like have an advantage and they've got spike down or whatever. Like there are times where we have to take fights and we can't dictate the fights. But like, there's no reason for you not to have the reins in this situation. Right? You want to force the enemies to play into your skill, not wait for them to make a mistake. You know, there are times where you can put them in a situation that forces them to make a mistake, especially if you've got a really hard advantage. But this is a time where you are 1v3, but you have agency. You know, they're not collapsed on you. They don't have site control. They don't have bomb control. We know that they're scattered. This is a time where we want to reposition and they can't, so that they don't know where we are, and they have to be constantly scared, and we can pick them off one by one. You know, of course, it's not guaranteed to happen, but it's giving us a higher chance than anything else. All right, now we get our first rifle. Swing. Perfect. Perfect. See? See what happens when we have agency? If you make the play, if you make the choice to make the play, but there you go, perfect. Nope. Why? It's a 5v2. It's a 5v2 when you have spike. you can use your fucking rocket in so many better situations. I promise you. You have wasted Showstopper 3 times this round. I know you want the ace. You're thirsty for it. Oh, God. You know. Again, you have the agency, right? You're fine to take this duel. Right? This is a little wide to hold. You miss those shots, you're gone. Right? You should be holding a tighter angle, so that if you miss the shots, you don't die.
Oh my god.
Especially if this guy just 4K'd your team.
Enemy remaining.
You know, we don't give him the chance to 4K us again. We don't want to lose our gun. We're poor. You care so much about your gun when you're poor. I know, like, you're so feisty because you got the triple kill and you want the ace and you want to prove yourself, but that's not the point of this game. The point of this game is to win. The point of this game is to play smart. Low crosshair, pull it up. God, I hate the upgraded Prime Karambit.
No, dude.
That sucks. Don't have to worry. They've got no one who can go over walls. If their jet is dead, then unless their Sage walled over, which we just saw the Sage on C. Not just, she's also dead now. Oh, hey, you baited. You're just close.
One enemy remaining.
Good shot.
Play together.
Bomb buddy out.
Very correct. I don't. Good. All right, cool. Here's something. No, why you were going to play with her? Go play with her.
Bombs on C.
Play with your teammates. Play with your teammates. You're walking around like a chicken with their head cut off. I know you're terrified he's on the flank.
There.
30 seconds left.
Don't waste. There's no reason to swing. You've got. Oh, poor Phoenix. Nice. Yeah.
Good nade, bro.
Oh, I mean, not a bad. Oh, god damn it.
Most important thing.
Is,
We've been done.
Sorry. Oh god damn it. There we go. That was that round. You did kind of walk into the nade, but I'll give kudos to you.
Get out of my way.
Good. Very. Wow. You don't usually see that at a golds.
Let's see.
No auto Badisi.
No.
Enemy spotted C.
Spike planted.
Nice. If they're doing like a kind of head glitch peek like that, especially at a long range, we're tapping and bursting more than spraying. That was a little bit long of a spray on your first bullet.
Satchel out.
Good. Very solid. Hop on.
Hold on,
Perfect.
For you.
Revealing area. Nowhere to run.
He should have just gotten it to half. Fucking die for your sins.
Satchel out.
Last
I
player
mean,
standing.
sucks. Silva should have gotten it to half, and then like here instead of like you don't have to fully push him, like just get it to the point where he can't contest, right? Because you're, I mean, again, look at our crosshair. Look at what the flick we have to make. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go pixel by pixel again. It's kind of hard to deal with it.
Satchel out.
All right. Frame by frame, not pixel by pixel. All right. So look at our crosshair. Right. Even if we do swing, not head height, our crosshair should be here, and going like this. Dude, boom. Look, we land right on his head. We click. Now we have to make this flick. I don't expect you to make this flick. I don't expect me to make that flick. I mean, sometimes, but certainly no guarantee. Why would you put yourself in that situation?
Last player standing.
Bop, 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 bop. This was such a winnable game. Y'all could have gone like 10-2 on attack if you did a little bit less throwing. Where's our crosshair? Oof. Like here. Why? Well, you can't make those flicks. No human should consistently make those flicks. Put your crosshair where the enemy is. Especially, you should be ready for that shit to happen because they just arrowed A. They're probably pushing it.
Oh, it's C.
There they are.
Enemy spotted C.
Mid also.
Yeah, because we see people doesn't mean they're
Deploying
hitting
drone.
sight. It
You
could be.
will not
Oh.
kill my allies.
See what crosshair placement does for us? Now let's analyze this flick or this peak. Look, we have our crosshair at head level, and all we have to do is counter strafe on him. You know, it's not perfect because our crosshair is a little bit in the wall right here. It should be right here, right? So that when we boom right there, and then we can move it over to the left as we sequentially peak. But
You will not
like
kill my allies.
crosshair placement is so important. You didn't have to aim there. You just had to counter strafe, and you counter strafed, and you killed him. That's all that's required. Putting work into your crosshair placement will do wonders for the kills that you get. Okay, just be careful whipping out your weapon in that scenario. Also, if you're gonna go through garage, oh, that's huge. That's so big.
Spike down mid. Last player
Damn.
standing.
Yeah, you hesitated there, and that was your downfall. Like, yeah, like there's no reason for you to go out left and then back right, and that's what kills you. If you didn't hesitate there and just went into the cubby and then popped ult, maybe even that'd be a great time to pop ult. But nice try. Damn.
Get out of my way.
Oh, you've got your whole map visible. It's just tiny. Well, if you made it not centered and not rotate, you go to general map, fixed based on side off. It's straight down the right.
No, dude.
Damn.
Their jet is so good.
I mean, that's game. Definitely no reason not to use ult this round. So that was your solo AFK. Fuck me.
Satchel out.
Good. Great push. I wouldn't go spawn here necessarily. Yeah, garages.
Last player standing.
Garage is the move.
Planted.
All right, well, GG. Damn. Nice try.